Taylor here.
Press and hold that yellow strip.
YouTube channel. I'm here at the safari park.
Good luck. They're not there.
I'm having no fun today.
Shifty little window here. Bang on Yelby. That'll get my attention. Otherwise, you're viewing pleasures number 4 yellow strips to the grass to the right side of the vehicle. See if you can find all 4 members of the cheetah family.
Oh, right there.
The cheetah.
So yes, 3 of them are
It's the Cheetos, dude.
looking like one big cheetah. The 4th one is a park. And folks are back. I do know that you don't have a great view yet of these cheetahs. We're gonna start eaching on 4 here for you, just like this. If anybody wants to stand up, take pictures as we inch forward, feel free to do so. Just please hold on. And then once we start to accelerate, please take your seat together. Now, something you might notice about these cheetahs is that there are, in fact, 4 of them. Cheetahs are more of a solitary animal, but when they're young like these 4, they'll form coalitions amongst themselves to help each other
Giraffes.
and survive. No, these 4 you're seeing here are still youngsters. They were born, July of 2014, so just over a year and a half old. Now this will give you an idea how the park is set up. Predator and prey are close to one another but separated. We don't want to lose any animals to predation.
It's okay temperature over here.
Predators, cheetahs. To our left-hand side, prey animals. Giraffes, rhinos, antelope, gazelles, a couple different bird species out there. Now this is just a quick preview of the field to our left. We will actually be back this way on our way back in from the main valley. So send those animals some love.
And if you're watching this video and you're not,
We are going to head out to the main valley
and you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe.
Out there and come back
It's really cool. I do Call of Duty, Battlefront. Birds.
Birds. Their own and they go where they please. So hopefully they'll be in view for us when we come back.
He's like, what's up, blood? What's up, blood?
First timers, if we do have any first time riders on board, I do want to note we're not going to get a chance to talk about everything that's going on out here. Like the flamboyants and greater flamingo you're seeing here, right? Folks have dedicated their lives to learning and researching about these animals, and we just don't have enough time. It's all about half an hour before we're around these fields today. So do take a good look all the way around. There you get surrounded on the ground.
I'm recording on my phone. I'm trying to get to you guys.
And if we're lucky, we might just find 4 animals. So do take that good look all the way around. I'll do my best to highlight for you what's going on out here.
If you have Twitter, follow me on Twitter, Instagram. You can add me on Snapchat if you want.
Coming up on our right hand side, got some rhinos that are straight.
That's a rhino, Esme.
Come out here.
That's a rhino, isn't it?
5 of them are pretty visible. The 6th one out here, along the wall. You barely see her shoulders there. Now, unfortunately, they're not quite yet used to the trans stopping and looking at them, so we can roll by slowly, but we can't stop, unfortunately. Now, this park tries not to pull animals from the wild anymore. These 6 were endangered where they were at.
Oh, it's rhinos. Some Ace Ventura stuff. Ostriches.
We'll talk more about that in just a little bit. Over on the left-hand side, here's the main valley I was referring to before. Way out on the far ground, you might spy some giraffe. In the median ground, antelope, gazelles, ostriches. There's another rhino out there hanging out with the boulders. That's Chuck. You get eyes on him. He's blending in with the boulders right now. Also in the foreground to our left, in the water up on the mainland over the island, great white and Dalmatian called Kenny. So what is it that we're doing with all this land and all these animals? Well, we are a breeding facility. We have been very successful.
Say hi, Brian.
Throughout these 1,800 acres, on average, we'll have a baby born here about once a day. So babies are your passion. Keep your eyes open. I'll do my best to point them out to you. Moms out here are raising youngsters just like they would out in the wild, talking on different defense and survival strategies, which will allow these.
If you can't hear me, I'm sorry. I'm trying the best I can.
I want to say to do so, we'll get these animals back here into the environment. They're quiet and hold out there. We have successfully reintroduced about 30 different species so far. Now, of course, before we reintroduce the animals, we gotta make sure to be safe to mature. Now, whatever caused these populations of animals to decline is no longer an issue. But the habitat these animals are going back to, are the resources necessary to maintain these animals. And of course, these animals have their survival strategies to rely on. And we'll be taking a look at all three of those today. Conservation stories, habitats, and survival strategies.
Survival strategies.
Now, some of those survival strategies you might already be familiar with, like camouflage. Take a look to your right-hand side. Up on the forested hillside, black and white striped animals are gripping zebras.
It's Marty.
Now, with all those stripes, the gripping zebra will blend in multiple ways. From afar, they'll look gray, which nice neutral coat color helps them blend in nicely with their surroundings. Also, as those zebras run away from predators, they will run very close to one another, and all those stripes will start to look like one big blob of zebra. So camouflage can help these animals avoid predators altogether, can also help them to confuse those predators. So if you just get surrounded out here, there's that antelope to our left, bird to our right. Let's take a minute to get our eyes adjusted to see camouflage animals. There's lots of different bird species to your right. See how many different species of birds you can find.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
No.
8, 9.
That's a crow. It doesn't count. That's a raven.
Alright, we're starting off near the waterfall with beautiful blue and maroon colors.
Is that okay?
Go to the far end of the water area, you'll find a vulture there. There's actually two different species of vultures out here.
Yes, vulture.
The ones with the red heads are Latin-faced vultures. The ones with the white heads are Western repelled vultures. Go to the right of the big pile of boulders, you'll find a white bird with a yellow bill. That's a yellow-billed stork. Keep going to the right by the bushes. Brown birds are shell ducks, and brown colored birds like your BBCs.
I thought that bird is just sitting
Now
there.
here at the park, we do want to be helping out birds as well as mammals, because just like mammals, birds play important roles in their environment. Whether it be fish like a pelican bird, insects, reptiles, rodents, pollinating flowers, or the vultures you're seeing there, they can go around eating the carcasses and curing left behind by predators in their right to prevent the spread of diseases. Diseases like
Is that blue and red bird moving at all?
as well.
I run this.
Unfortunately, just like mammals, birds are facing some challenges to their population. Of 11 different
It is real.
in Africa, 6 of them are currently
I thought it was a statue.
including those
Carlos. I said.
It moved.
There's still lots of work to be done. Now, not everything we're going to find
That
out
is
here
creepy.
today is being endangered, critically endangered, or even threatened. A lot of the species we're going to find out here are going to have the conservation status of nature concerns. And that's including the antelope you're seeing to your left.
Antelope.
Shaggy brown animals are Mexican water buffaloes. Chocolate brown animals are Quebec horns or single antelope. Large tan animals are Patterson beavers. But even though these animals have that conservation status of least concern, we still want to help them out, keep their numbers up before they get down to the terrible numbers.
My
You see the
brother
right
big
We
head.
helped out quite a few species, literally in the back of the breaking exhibition, and that includes our work with the white rhinos like Chuck you're seeing to your
It's a
left.
rhino.
If you guys play Xbox, his name is Daddy Unicorn. He's terrible.
White rhinos and black rhinos, they're actually all colors, right? And each has some.
And if you're watching this
Of the
video,
white rhinos
you
like
want to watch
Chuck,
some Rubik's
the
Cube
northern
solving,
white
follow my brother,
rhinoceros,
Soul
are
Whisperer
the worst of
07.
all rhino species and subspecies.
He's good.
The fourth one left in the world passed away here at the park in late November.
No.
Her name was Nola. Currently, there's only 3 northern white rhinos left in the world. If you want to see one, you can still go see them. They're in Kenya at the Olpejeta Reserve. Southern white rhinos like Chuck, 100 years ago, got down to less than 50 individuals worldwide. To put that in perspective, there's currently more than 50 humans on this tram. But thanks to some great conservation efforts, which include anti-poachers, anti-poaching laws, and breeding right here at the
If you guys can't hear the announcer,
they are
leave
now
a comment.
the most populous of all rhino species and subspecies. And a couple years ago, we had the numbers up to over 20,000 individuals worldwide. Unfortunately, poaching for rhino's horn is on the rise once again. We're currently losing about 3 to 4 every single day, over 1,000 a year.
You guys can
So
see
why
it.
would anyone want to poach a rhino for its horn?
It's a hairy pig.
Well, there's actually quite a few cultures out there who believe the
Are pigs
rhino's
hairy?
horn has medicinal
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
properties or aphrodisiac properties, or the status symbol.
but it's brown.
And
It's my
Ralph
color.
recording found the exact same stuff as our fingernails and our hair. It's a protein culture. It's
And if you like music and you watch on YouTube, follow my stepdad. His name is Rock Napoli. It's gonna be a guy standing in his truck just like this.
So please help us spread that
But
word. Rhino report is not medicine.
he's really
it's not
good.
a status symbol. We will do our best efforts to reverberate your programs and research and comment.
And if you like music, still on the topic of music,
A baby
just listen to my dad's band, the Roxanne Moores, or Someday Assassin.
Standing up and mom is sitting down. I know that baby looks small from here, but she is already over 6 feet tall. That's Shiraihi. Her name means celebration.
But if you really like the video, leave a like, comment if you can hear the announcer.
And these are my sign giraffe you're seeing here. They are one of the taller breeds of giraffes
Gordon.
are, reaching heights of up to 18 and 19 feet tall. And with their excellent vision, they can see a couple miles up each direction.
Melman.
And their neighbors a great heads up if they predators on their way. Lots of animals like to hang out near the truck. You like to predator early morning to the property. To our left, we got a couple of great animals nearby. Those are gamma foxes.
You can just hear her in the background.
Just up ahead. They hang out near more giraffes and big buffalo.
It's a cage. What do you think it is?
It's when the animals.
Dude, it's a velociraptor cage.
It's when the animals miss.
Now, king buffalo are the animals you're seeing in the meeting ground, large, dark brown animals. They're going to take safety in numbers to the extreme. Now, all these animals are going to utilize safety in numbers or eyes, ears, and noses option to safe results. But the king buffalo, if they're feeling threatened, they'll form a mob and mob any predators out there. They have been known to take on lions.
Donkey!
Now you might think that that's what's going on if you're looking on your right-hand side. It's got small wall rats running away from one another. But this is actually the courtship you're seeing going on here. That's a female
Donkey!
running away from a male. Now courtship among equids are going to be your zebras,
Fight,
donkeys,
fight,
asses,
fight,
horses,
ready.
horses.
Fight.
It's going to be a little bit rough. The male express interest in biting the female in the rump. The ladies will express interest in him by kicking him in the face. If he survives, comes back or is then strong enough to sign up for the house.
It's pooping
Now, we
nice.
like to see courtship out here. Small wild rats are not doing so tough right now. Last population count for them was in 2008. There were less than 200 small wild rats left in the wild. What's causing their population to
Get it
decline?
on!
Well, a lot of that has to do with civil unrest. Where these animals come from,
With my money,
there's
Brian.
lots
With my
of
money.
wars. These animals become collateral damage. If there was any protections for these species before those wars began, due to the political instability, those protections are no longer enforced, and poaching becomes rampant. So small wild rats are currently critically endangered. We are trying to help them out with their breeding program. That's what you're seeing here. And hopefully that male is the standard. We'll have a national war here.
What happened? Almost
in
in
years'
the
time.
What happened?
Get kicked in the face.
There they go. Reporting away. And also on your right-hand side, near the small wild ass shaggy tan animals are Udad, also known as Barbary sheep.
Got it on video?
They have said members of the herd a little bit about
over
the
here.
hillside, the higher you go, the more you get. So we'll make our way up the hillside.
The donkeys just kicked each other in the face, and I didn't even get it on film.
So send some love to the courting small wild ass. Up the hill we shall go. But I do want to note we're not going to get a chance to stop on the hillside. You can't stop on it, unfortunately, with these vehicles. I'll point out these species along the way if we get a chance to see anything. We have some more giraffes to your left. These are Versailles giraffes once again. Starting off
barely
the
got
base
it.
of the hillside, buff-colored animals and white lines on the sides are the greater kudu. They hang out near small tambani, the springbuck. Bright orange animals are Uganda cock. You're looking at the meeting ground, that's Lembe. She's an eastern black rhinoceros. And up on the far grassy hillside, Rolly antelope.
What's the little
Can't get a shot right now. There's a lot of trees in the way. There you go.
I saw the rhino before it took.
You're watching this video. I will be broadcasting later on Call of Duty Black Ops 3 today, February 28th. I don't know what time. It's just going to be broadcast.
So coming towards the top of the
Alright, my
hillside,
phone's about to
we're
die.
again surrounded.
Like and
Got
subscribe.
beautiful
Follow me
view
on
of the
Twitter,
road and
Instagram.
so left as they take their step-ship positions, looking
Add me
out
on
for
Snapchat
predators
if you
down
want.
below. We are surrounded though. If you're looking to your right-hand side, bright orange animals,
Everything's my
white lines on
username
their sides are the
on
bongo
YouTube.
antelope. Bongo antelope are incredibly
Description
shy.
will be
They're usually hiding on the
down there.
furthest
Everything will
reach
be in
of
the
the
description.
enclosure where we generally don't
Thank
get
you.
a chance to